Okay, so this is my journey learning to muscle up.
Then trying to master it. And then going even further beyond. Maybe too far beyond.
So yeah, I actually failed this time.
A muscle up is a calisthenic exercise composed by a pull-up plus a dip. So first I went to see if I could do at least one muscle up. Let's say yes, but it needed some work, no matter how many times I tried.
And believe me when I say that I tried.
I just exhausted myself with no more reps coming in the horizon. So I decided to set 10 muscle up reps as the goal. And to do that, I had to build strength from the ground up and went full training mode. Each session would begin with simple warm-ups and then 3 muscle up attempts. When that was done, I did 10 negative muscle ups, going down slowly from the top position. Also 3 sets of 10 explosive pull-ups and another 3 sets of 10 explosive dips. Now I should say that I'm not doing strict muscle ups. Those would be reps performed with no swing. I am of course bending my legs on the way up to create some momentum. This makes going to the top of the bar easier to do. As the days went by, I became stronger and was eventually able to do 3 muscle ups in a row. A few days later, I increased 2 reps.
5. Come on now. 6.
And after 9 days of training sessions, this is what ended up happening.
1. 8. 2 more. 2 more. 9. Yes.
I did achieve 10 reps and was super happy. However, as you could see, most of them were really poorly done, with only one arm going up at a time. So I spent the next few days polishing those reps. Each time I went to train, the more the reps looked better and better, until they looked sharp enough on each rep. Now I try to always be as honest as I can with you guys, or else this channel loses its point. This whole journey may have seemed too easy for you watching. That's because I'm no stranger to muscle ups. I really began this video not being able to do a single one, but I've already trained them when I was younger, so I for sure have muscle memory built in me, and that made it easier. That's why I decided to do some variations I've never done before, and even some I'm scared to death to do. The alternated grip muscle up is one of them, and although it did take a few tries, it was just a matter of getting over the awkwardness of it. And I discovered that the L-sit muscle up is not as hard as it looks, if you have the flexibility to lift your legs that way. It was still a very cool trick to get though. But then, I tried to do a 360 muscle up. As the name suggests, it's a 360 spin before performing a muscle up. In theory, you touch your hips into the bar and hop upwards while swinging the legs and twisting your body. You should rotate above the bar and grab it while you fall. The first thing was getting used to the spin by both doing a 180 degrees spin on a low bar and by also sitting on the bar to perform the last 180 degrees. Not gonna lie, I was scared to do it on the high bar, so my goal was to do it on the lower one. It doesn't look complicated, and it isn't, but something about spinning above the bar is really counterintuitive. Every time I tried to spin, I pushed myself off the bar and wasn't able to reach it after the spin was completed.
I'm scared, it's hot, and I'm late.
The idea is to kick your legs back as high as you can while also lifting the waist, and then rotating in a tucked position while also using that last gripped hand to give a final push to the rotation. I kept training hard. I was convinced all I had to do was to just insist on it as much as I could. I pushed myself and I hit my elbow. Really hard. That took a couple of days to recover, but I was fine. I realized that the low bar was too low and I couldn't avoid touching the floor first, and the higher bar had a pretty painful fall. I couldn't find the guts to commit to it without practicing some bales first. I needed a medium height bar or a mattress, but I couldn't find either. I mean, I pretty much got the 360 spin nailed, I think, but I'm not counting this one.
So yeah, I actually failed this time, and I feel pretty bad about it, Skillers, and I'm really sorry. But I promise I'll be back to it once I have the proper setting.
The front clap muscle up was kinda scary at first, but all that 360 training made it easier after some tries.
Yes.
Now the back clap muscle up on the other hand. Again, I couldn't commit to doing it at the high bar as the fall was too painful, but I was convinced I could do it at the lower one this time. Something about putting your hands back really felt like I was gonna hit my jaw first. But despite failing the 360 muscle up, for now, it did help to develop the skill necessary to eventually do this. I was really embarrassed to celebrate because there was someone else training there, but that was so cool!
Oh, by the way, if you wanna call me to talk about muscle ups or any of the other skills really, you can hit me up on clarity.com. Just beware, it's a paid call.
Also, I post stuff about my dog and myself on Instagram. We recently moved to a new house, just the two of us, so go check it out. Bye bye!